I even thought in the previous preseason game, my feeling was watching it that they played pretty well. Then I went back and watched the tape. Well, actually, then I saw the stats, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize we gave up that many yards. You're not really keeping track during the game. And we had kept them out of the end zone. And that was disappointing. Then I watched the tape, and I felt good about it again. So there were very correctable things. A lot of it was underneath coverage. There was, I think, one play over the top of the secondary, the early post in the Redskins game. And then you didn't see any of that in the last game. But just to get to Haruki, he's one of my favorite players, and I'm sure he's going to take a lot of heat in the locker room when they see this quote. But it's because of the way he works. He's a very talented guy, but he's in the weight room doing hang cleans and squats this morning. And here's a guy coming off an ankle injury. I mean, that is why he is who he is. And he said, that's what my dad always told me. He said, there's no other way but hard work. And that's what he said this morning when I asked him. So he's a guy you root for, and he plays like that. I mean, he's going to play in the league for a long time. I don't know the exact time of the surgery. It's as soon as possible. I know he wants to do it. I'm not sure when it is, though. It'll be within the next day or so. He said he knew right away. He played one more play. He was running it was an offensive play. He was running a 9 route, a streak route. He said he made a move outside to get around the corner, planted on his foot, and he just felt it pop. He wasn't sure how serious it was. He suspected it, and then he went another play and he knew he couldn't go. So Doug will be released here. Did a nice job for us, and we appreciate it. The kicker situation is really tough, and I tough in a really good way. I mean, we just had a chance to talk to both of those guys this morning before practice, and in just a real casual way before practice. They've both done really well. They'll be outstanding NFL kickers this year without question. It's just a matter of which guy we feel like best fits us when the time comes, and honestly, we don't know that right now. So we probably put that thing off, and we'll probably continue to put it off until the very last minute. Then we'll have to make a decision. There are plenty of guys that belong in the NFL, and guys have hopes and dreams, ambitions and goals and things they want to accomplish. And the thing you try to express to them is you're not ending that. This is just part of the journey. So for sure, one of the kickers will be kicking the next day for somebody. I think we have to sit down and figure that out over the next 5 days, and exactly how many players we want to carry at certain positions. Does that mean we carry another wide receiver? Do we feel like we have enough receivers and tight ends to go ahead and keep it as the same number? Because obviously, Dante, I think Mark will play. I think he'll be okay. We'll find out, because with a concussion, you never can be sure. But obviously, Dante's going to be out for a number of weeks. He will be back, so he will be on our team, and we'll get him back, and he'll have a great year when he comes back, I'm sure. So that's something we got to figure out. I mean, Troy's a good player. The thing we have to decide, is across the board is who are the 53 best players we have. But Troy's our third quarterback. Obviously, he's played very well in the preseason. I think he makes plays. He does bring a unique ability. He gets out of trouble and makes plays with his feet and with his arms. So, we've always liked Troy. He's a good player. Well, he probably just needs there's a durability factor, and a consistency for Demetrius, and he'll be the first to tell you that. He's just struggled with that, no fault of his own. I thought he was having a tremendous camp. He was making plays every day, and he was stacking practices like we asked him to do. But that's not finished with yet. We've just got to get the ankle. We didn't think it was going to be as bad as it is. It's been a little slower than we thought. But he does need to get out there Thursday night, and I know he's shooting for that. And if he does get out there, I'm sure that we're going to get him the ball and see how he does. Obviously, we've seen enough of Todd. He's the best that we've seen him since we've been here, now going into our 3rd year. So I think Todd's going to have a really, really strong season.